cut. Let's move on.
Moving locations. Let's motivate all gear. We leave this place cleaner than we found it.
For Princess, Alaska is the #1 revenue generator as far as a destination experience. It's very important to make sure that we market that product very well.
I can already see it from here. We need to be up there.
We have a track record of going into very remote environments with very small teams and delivering high return on investment. That's why we get those calls.
Cut, it's a beautiful take.
I aspire to be a world-class teammate, and my journey with Frame.io has run in parallel with that. My name is Scott Martin. I'm the Senior Manager of Media Production for Princess Cruises.
Roll cameras, action.
Most people hear Princess and they think of cruise ships and oceans. A lot of people aren't even aware that you can go on a cruise tour in the interior of Alaska. Our job was to go and tell a story in Alaska that's never been told by a cruise line before.
Back to one. Let's keep that same energy.
There was a long list of deliverables. Brand photography, new brand video, commercial campaign, product series, and then we also had a web series.
This was one of the biggest shoots in Princess history in Alaska.
We planned meticulously.
We've really had to have a much tighter workflow than normal.
And that's where Frame.io comes in.
Scott will always select his takes while they're out shooting.
And action.
Watching dailies in Frame.io and me commenting and all of that communication going out to our editors immediately was life-changing for our collaboration velocity.
Open up the camera a little bit, Zay. Nice work.
We had 14 days of shooting and we had one shot that was incredibly important, and that was Mount Denali. The most challenging thing about Denali is she's only visible 30% of the time. So planning for that shot was quite difficult. We had to fly over it, camp on the other side, and then be up at sunrise and be ready for sunset, which are all happening within a 3 or 4 hour period in Alaska. It's just a logistical nightmare. The first time that I saw Denali at mile 62, my jaw literally hit the floor.
All four in frame, please.
That moment is something that I always wanted to document.
With Denali in the background.
And she delivered for us, because Alaska always does.
Action!
When it all lined up, it was just such a sense of relief.
Cut.
Scott got back from Camp Denali and immediately got an email.
I know Kristen is on site. What are the odds of having the AK Select Reel ready by 7/26?
It was day 13 of a 14-day shoot, and the Princess executives were having a meeting, and they wanted a B-roll selects reel basically within 36 hours after the shoot. So I reacted like any veteran director would, with panic.
What I need to do here is I need to go into frame and then make a lot more comments. So I think the speed is critical here.
But then immediately, that panic did start to subside with the amount of preparation that we had put into Frame.io.
If you look at any camera roll from Scott, it's like select, 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 select. But I love it because then I can actually import his comments into my mirror project. So I already had a glimpse into his brain.
With Frame.io, we were able to communicate at speeds that we have never been able to communicate at.
So we were able to turn that edit around within 24 hours after wrapping.
So this is a direct quote from stakeholders after watching the video. The reaction was many hearts, some tears, and wow. We've created a record volume of work at an extremely high level and have provided previews at record speed.
Scott is a really wonderful collaborator. He is one of the most driven directors that I know. You can tell not only just based on the footage itself, but the Frame.io notifications that I get the next morning when I'm like, what were you doing at 4 o'clock in the morning?
15, 20 years ago, this is almost impossible because of technology. But how technology has changed. Frame.io is something that I'm falling asleep with every night. And even that builds more confidence in me.
Action! Wonderful. This is it.
It really is that central watering hole where we can all come together and make sure that we're delivering world-class products.
So first shot, makeup and hair matters. Second shot, no fly-ins, don't worry about it.
By having a great team, wonderful collaboration, awesome tools, you feel like you can kind of take on anything.
Right towards me. I want you crossing camera as close as possible, right this side.
That's what Adobe tools do. They inspire folks to take bigger swings.
Beautiful.
Okay, cut.